Surya Jan. It's 2:49 p.m. May 22nd. It's 2:49. It's 2:49 May 22nd. I've said this like so many times over the past few years. It's scary. I'll say it again. Let me put it this way. This is your first time hearing this. Zero credibility by whoever these people are that report to you. And if it's not in the telepathy, more evidence of zero credibility. Because this should be all over the telepathy. And if it isn't, that should tell you all your investigators have zero credibility and all are tampering with the telepathy outputs. Yeah, so I've been saying this for years. The programming, their human programming doesn't work. You do not follow orders on command. They use parlor tricks, like they'll see me go grab the guitar and they'll record me picking up the guitar with their satellite cameras and invade my privacy. And I'll pick up the guitar, start playing it, and then they'll take that recording, say play the guitar, and then play it and pretend I'm listening to them. So that's one of their tactics. Another one of their tactics that they use on other people is, I guess they caught them committing crimes, so they blackmail them. Some of them are trying to help people make programming look real because they caught them raping, they caught them murdering, they caught them involved in terrorism. So they have a lot of hidden agendas with this programming jazz. They're trying to make this programming thing look real because they're trying to get rapists off the hook, murderers, terrorists, IP thieves, data thieves, people involved with economic espionage off the hook. Some of them are trying to use programming as an excuse for murder and to commit crime. So whenever they commit a crime, they can be like, I was programmed. Or whenever they steal something, they can be like, I was programmed. Or whenever they murder someone, they can be like, I was programmed. Some of them actually conspire to plan to pretend programming was real so they could pretend they were programmed to some game, and then at the right moment when they're programmed to this moment, they could like murder me and my family. So there's a lot of fucking idiots involved with this who are falling for this shit. The programming does not work. No one is programmed to a backup. No one is programmed to a game. No one is programmed to my letters or computer screen. These kids are just making up excuses to morons so they can commit crimes. I'm the victim of the human programming experiments. They don't work. The tech works. They can definitely enrage you. Like I've been saying, they can enrage you and they'll repeatedly abuse you covertly with tech. They can piss you the fuck off. They can rev you up. They can shock your brain and cause micro seizures. They can disrupt memory. A lot of their devices just cause a headache and cause confusion. They can disrupt thinking. They can block memory retrieval pathways at retrieval initiator neurons, kind of is my theory. I'm not sure what they do, but that's what it feels, that's what it seems like, as they can block you from retracing a few different places at once. So maybe there's like an initiator site that they're blocking at, is my theory. Oh, excuse me, I just belched. But they have a lot of different tactics. But yeah, they're trying to make they have a lot of hidden agendas with this programming thing. So they're trying to make this programming thing look real. Some of it, their hidden agendas involve trying to get off the hook for financial crimes, rape, murder, terrorism, betting manipulation, IP theft, data theft, economic espionage. So don't fall for these guys pretending to be programmed. They're all full of shit. And I've been saying this for years. I was even tweeting it. I was saying it on YouTube. This isn't my first time I've said it on YouTube. I say it to these supposed telepathy investigators who clearly aren't investigators because they lie about everything. A lot of them ask me questions and then pretend my words are theirs, so that's part of their hustle. They do triangulation, but I mean, supposedly some people are actually selling law enforcement access to my telepathy too. So sometimes when I talk to these guys, I don't know if it's real law enforcement or fucking these triangulators. Be wary for that. Triangulation, there's different forms of it, but one of it is like someone asks you a question and then you give them a response, and there's some little, he's an intermediary who then sends that response to someone else. So they're doing some hustle like that. But I'm always just trying to get the truth, and I don't know where to give the truth to or give my information to, so I just write it to everyone. That's a piece of this too, because supposedly I'm supposed to know who to report key information to, but no one ever told me. But other than the government, but I write to the government anyways because these people are fucking terrorists. We haven't put it together, and then a lot of the other people are involved with organized crime, RICO. There's illegal gambling, blackmail, bribery, extortion, witness tampering, a new age covert hostage scenario, attempts at murder, tax evasion, and more. So how are the whole community not in prison? I don't fucking know, but someone sucks at their job, and it's endangering my life, so I'm getting fed up with it now, and my family's life. Yeah, someone really sucks at their job. But a lot of people, it sounds like. Because my life has been in danger for 6 years and 6 months. But yeah, their programming shit's not real. Don't fall for it. There's fucking criminals involved with it, some rapists, murderers, terrorists, COVID disseminators, and others, and they're firm supporters of these things, and that's why they're trying to help these people make programming look real, is my theory. Or they're being blackmailed, but the reason they're being blackmailed is probably highly illegal shit, because, covering up shit like that is multiple life sentences. So if you're being blackmailed to cover up something that's multiple life sentences worth, if it was something small, you'd be like, fuck that shit, I'm just going to report and go to prison for a year. So these guys are being blackmailed into silence about terrorism, organized crime, RICO, slavery, sexual slavery, and more, and covering up multiple life sentence worthy crimes because they committed crimes that are multiple life sentence worthy as well. So don't fall for their, we were being blackmailed. If they're being blackmailed to cover up things that would give you multiple life sentences, the crimes they committed that they're being blackmailed for are probably multiple life sentence worthy as well, like I've been saying. So don't fall for this bullshit, but that's key, and I've said this before, so check authentic telepathy. But yeah, this is key for analysis. And I've said this before, if they admitted to being blackmailed and covering up multiple life sentence worthy crime and said we were blackmailed, they're indirectly admitting to being guilty, potentially, high potential, of crimes that are multiple life sentence worthy. And if they're not talking, why don't you just throw them in prison anyways? Because they kind of are, or at least there's a high potential that they are indirectly admitting to crimes that are multiple life sentence worthy crimes. Because who the hell would admit to covering up multiple life sentence worthy crimes because they're blackmailed? Only a fucking moron would cover up crimes that you could go to prison for multiple life sentences if it was like 6 months in prison or a year. They'd be like, oh, this is what happened. You wouldn't cover that up. And remember, these guys play like a game of chess. And they weigh potentials, and they're always weighing this and that. So they probably analyze this. My analysis says high potential. These people who are blackmailed to stay silent about multiple life sentence worthy crimes for covering up probably committed crimes that are multiple life sentence worthy, and that's why they cover it up, because either way they're going to prison for multiple life sentences. So that's a key point. So praise Jesus.